Hello, I'm Fred. So for week 2, this is my implementation. And for query set 1, we are going to retrieve the details of the user-defined tables. It's useful identifying and cataloging all the user-defined tables. So let's run these 3 databases and see the results. So that database that I showed was the entertainment. So when you execute this, we'll see all this information queried out. Created date and last modified. This for the world importers, then the bowling, then the entertainment. All the information is right there. So for the next query set is that we're going to retrieve columns containing the name string with a max length. It helps identify name-related columns and validate the data constraints. So let's run this and see the results. So this is my query set for all the three databases. When you execute this, you see that there are columns with that name string in it, and our max length is also there for all the databases. Right. So on the third query set is that we're going to retrieve the data file locations and the sizes. This facilitates tracking of the database storage, usage, and file locations. Yeah, that's right. So let's run and see. So we use the master database and loop through all the 3 databases of our interest, that is WideWorldImporters, bowling, and entertainment. So when we run this, you'll see that the line locations are there. Those are our conversions, and these are the file sizes. So let's look at this and see. I selected this already, so we can see that the size is 1 gigabyte. More similar to this when you add all this up. So next is we'll again query we'll use the master and loop through all the 3 databases. We execute this. You see the total sizes, database name. And then the last question was more of an exploratory question, testing what we did. So my focus on the indexes and the default constraints. So I wanted to retrieve the indexes which are non-primary keys and the default constraints in the specific datasets. I realized that it's useful for schema optimization and monitoring the constraints definitions. So when, for example, let's run this importers database of non-primary keys and see the results. As you can see that there are 2 types that we have in these databases. It's clustered and non-clustered indexes. And from my digging into more in this issue, I say that it's monitoring non-clustered indexes on frequently accessed databases like the order lines and optimize query performances. And especially if these indices are used for frequent lookups or joins, keeping track of this can reveal if an index needs a refinement. And then the last but not the least, I did this default constraints. I ran and found out that the default constraints were 0. And from my discovery, I found out that, for example, in the column store indexes such as the order lines and the invoice lines, compresses the data and are optimized for read-heavy operations, making them crucial in data warehousing. Watching these indices can help you manage storage efficiency and speed off analysis queries. So that was for this week. Thank you very much. Yes.